What's up, everybody? No Nonsense News, Ted, Tuesday, September 29th, 2020. I was digging in this morning to the headlines for you guys, and I came across this article. Mask patrols will find people refusing to wear mask coverings in New York City. And I got down here, it says, patrols will start issuing fines to people who refuse to wear masks even after being offered a free mask and warning that not wearing it will result in a fine. First of all, I have to stop right there and tell you, you can't fine me for not wearing a mask. You can't force people to wear those masks. We talked about this yesterday. The numbers that just recently came out, not that we can trust your numbers anyway, because all along has been dis and misinformation this whole trip, but the most latest numbers out tell us that these lockdowns have been unjustified. Now you're telling people you're going to put a patrol out. What do you think this is? You think it's the Nazis? You can come out, where are your papers? Where is your mask? You can't do that. This right here prevents it. The United States Constitution. That's where we have our rights and our freedoms. You can't make anybody wear a mask. You can't stop any gatherings. They're trying to tell people that they're going to shut public schools, non essential businesses again, churches. You can't stop that. Those are our freedoms as Americans written here in this Constitution. It's ridiculous. If you want to give us a choice, give us the information, let us make the choice for ourselves. That's the whole part of being free. That's the whole thing about it. You make mistakes. We don't need you to protect us. We can make those choices for ourselves. And in this right here, we have rights. There's an amendment that says we can stand up to a tyrannical government. If you're going around trying to force people to wear masks, I don't know about the rest of you guys, but that seems tyrannical to me. And I think that it's time for us to stand up. All around the globe, people are standing up to these lockdowns and these restrictions, except for in America. In America, we're just bending over and taking it. We're standing up and we're fighting for these paid protests, this nonsense going on. If you can have those gatherings, how come people can't go to church? Like I said, it's time to stand up. The nonsense, it has to end. Everywhere around the globe, they're still standing up. They're fighting, and we're not doing anything. And we're supposed to be the freest country in the world. I mean, you got to ask yourself, right? Anyway, 35 days till the election. You got the debate tonight. Like I told you guys yesterday, this should be a good one. Tune in, check it out. You never know what the heck any one of these guys is going to say. I wonder, I haven't heard, did they ever do the drug test thing? I, I heard that Biden was asking for a break every 30 minutes, and the Trump campaign turned it down. So this is going to be entertaining to say the least. Check out the markets. Markets all down. Cryptos were down. Gold, silver up. Oil, dollar down. But Disney to lay off 28,000 employees as coronavirus. I mean, whatever. It doesn't matter why. The thing is, 28,000 employees are losing their job. Like I talk about all the time, you never know when you might be one of those 28,000 employees. So we're bleeding jobs. They're telling us the economy is great, but we're bleeding jobs. You got U.S. retail bankruptcies and store closures hit a record high in the first half. Oh yeah, we're in a great recovery, right? Beautiful recovery. Bleeding job. That's actually another sign of more jobs. So I don't see any recovery. And another sign that there's no recovery is gold and silver and precious metals being so high. With them being so high, even throughout history, if you go back, anytime there was an economic downturn, gold and silver spike. That's why people race into it. When there is a downturn, people go there as a safe haven. It is a great indicator of how the economy is doing. If gold and silver are high, you can pretty much say that the economy is garbage. And you already know the inflation that's going on. It's only going to make gold and silver worth more. So people are going to be really flying into gold and silver. Don't be the last one. Get in there while you can, or it's unaffordable and unattainable. But moving on, I put this one in there for you guys. Emergency 911 dispatch outage reported at multiple police departments across the country. And it ends up that this was a problem actually with Microsoft 365 services crash and a bunch of this went down. But the reason I put this in is because the underlying theme of this channel is to basically prepare and think to yourself, what if 911 went down in my area? How would I handle that? And let's say we had an emergency, because if 911's down, you don't have police, you don't have fire trucks, firemen, you don't have any emergency services basically. So if this I guess you could say is a sort of a SHTF type of thing for the people that live in those areas where it was down, because they couldn't, if somebody was breaking in, they couldn't call the police to come. If their house was on fire, they couldn't call. This is a reason that you need to prep. And these are actually both of the things I just said are two pretty big things to at least sit down and think about in your head. What if I couldn't call the police? I should have one of my main priorities as getting prepared for anything is security. You want to be able to take care of yourself. You want to be able to protect your family. You never want to see harm come to your family. And you have to think, if you can't call the cops to come protect you, who's going to do it? It would be on you. If you couldn't call 911 for the fire trucks to come put the fire out at your house, you would have to do it, right? You would be responsible to put that fire out for yourself. So in here, we have another right, that same right that gives us the right to fight and stand up against a tyrannical government, also gives us another right that you should take advantage of to protect yourself and your family. And while you're prepping in that way, figure out a way to fight fires. Get some fire extinguishers, put them around your house, get some smoke alarms, get prepared. What if you have to be responsible for yourself? That's what preparing is all about. Anyway, leave me a comment. I'd love to correspond with you guys. Not many people have left comments. Please give me a thumbs up and consider subscribing. I'm done for the night. Take it easy, guys. I'll see you tomorrow.